I think the relation between a conductor and the orchestra is always unique. But of course, when you're at home with your home orchestra and if you're chief conductor, it's even more unique because this is something which develops over the years. They trust me, I trust them. We know what to expect from each other. They know that I'm very demanding and very challenging all the time. And I also know that they won't forgive me any mistakes or misprints. So it's a challenges from the both sides which drives us forward. When the audience see Vasily Petrenko and Royal Liverpool Philharmonic on the billing, they expect a great quality concert and they expect excitement going on from stage. Even in the most dramatic pieces, they can still feel this electrified air around the orchestra and electrified sound in the orchestra and all the emotions which we deliver at the very top and at the very best as we can. And every single concert is a happening, and that's what I declared from the very beginning, and it's still like that up till now.
A central theme in this year's season is around Stravinsky and the Ballet Russe. But as well as that, we built a whole range of programs through almost every area of our work, the learning program, the chamber music and so on, taking the music of Stravinsky, big ballet scores, Petrushka and Firebird, and other less familiar pieces as well as other music that the Ballet Russe used in that great era in the early part of the 20th century.
We also will continue our journey with Mahler's music. We will do once again the First Symphony, and the most important, we'll play 10th Symphony in Derek Cook's version. And we also continue our long cycle of Shostakovich. So in the next season, 12-13, we will perform 4th and the 14th Symphony, which we will record. But we will also perform the 10th Symphony, which we will bring on tour to Spain.
Presenting new work, I think, is a very, very important part of what we do, and we've got two major new concertos by leading composers next season. Kurt Schwerzig, the Austrian composer, his flute concerto will be performed by our own Cormac Henry, and the great British composer Mark Anthony Turnage is represented as well with his cello concerto, and I think they'll be really exciting evenings.
We also will perform the First Symphony by Rachmaninoff, which is slightly forgotten piece. However, that's the first symphony written by him. It has brilliant story behind it, and it has fantastic themes, fantastic tunes. Towards the end of the season, we also will perform the full concert of Wagner. I'm trying slowly to bring Liverpoolian audience towards Wagner, and I hope that you'll be fully converted and you'll enjoy orchestral fragments from his music, as well as the third act of Tristan and Isolde.
I think the choir next year have got some really exciting concerts with works from Rossini to Dvorak to Karl Orff, and they're singing brilliantly at the moment, so I think that'll be terrific. We're very fortunate here in Liverpool in having our extraordinary chief conductor Vasily Petrenko. But alongside him, we are increasingly attracting some of the world's great conductors, and I'm very excited that we're bringing back this season major European conductors of the kind of stature of Klaus-Peter Flor, Thomas Dausgaard, Ottavio Dantone.
This year we have a lot of new names coming in, including H.J. Lim. She's a very fiery pianist. I've already seen her in concert and was very excited about what I saw, and I can't wait to see her play Rachmaninoff's Second Piano Concerto.
We're also bringing back Andrew Manzi, who made a huge impact last season, so we're very, very pleased to be bringing him back.
Behzad Abdurrahimov, who's coming to play some Mozart for us in the autumn. He's been making a name for himself around the world, hasn't played so much in the UK, quite young, and I think he'll be something really special to watch.
And a really strong thread of actually very fine British artists. Three great British violinists, Jack Liebeck, Chloe Hanslip and Tasman Little, for example. Paul Lewis, our own Paul Lewis, as well as his chamber Schubert series, will be performing with the orchestra.
There is a duo coming to us, a brother and sister duo, Mari and Håkan Samuelsson. And these two I've seen in concert and they play so well together. They're playing the Brahms Double Concerto. They're fascinating to watch and they have wonderful sound, and I just know that we'll have fun with those as well. There are many, of course, who become friends as we know them, and one of those that we've become particularly close to is, of course, Tasman Little. She has played with us for many years now and will be bringing the Delius Violin Concerto this coming autumn. Fitting because it's Delius' 150th anniversary. And she's bringing it with John Wilson, who of course loves and is passionate about British music. So I'm really looking forward to hearing that performance of the Delius Violin Concerto.
I think something that's very, very important for us is the breadth of what we do. So of course we've got this extraordinary series of performances by the orchestra within the concert season. But add to that our chamber music series, which was bringing some of the finest chamber musicians and ensembles to this city. Ensemble 1010, our contemporary music group, made up of musicians in the orchestra, doing very new work, very cutting edge work, very exciting work. Family concerts, really, really important part of what we do in drawing a whole new audience, and I'm very excited about the Scheherazade concert that we're presenting this year within that series. Our own musicians present a series of lunchtime recitals which are growing in popularity all the time, and around all of that we've got a very strong learning programme with a whole range of events which help, I hope, to inform people and to excite people about the concert programme. Take all of that together alongside our schools concerts, our youth orchestra, our youth ensembles and so on, and I genuinely don't think there's a music programme elsewhere of this quality in this country.
In my point of view, the audience also growing together with us, and the understanding from the audience side about the concert, about the piece, about the depth of each single piece and each single interpretation gets further and further over the years. And that's very important because they're supporting us in our challenges and in our journey towards the heights.
We have the most extraordinary audience in this city, I think. Incredibly loyal, people who've been coming for decades and who come regularly and often. And it's also exciting to be bringing new people in all the time.
For us, as for performers, the audience is the main part. That's for whom we perform. Without audience, we would not make a concert. And especially nowadays, for us, it's crucially important that our audience support us even more. Because as we know, economic times are not the best in the world. But with the support from the audience, with filled halls, we can do better and better.